Hi everyone, Val here. Thanks for checking out my video. This is my second thrift haul. This is a thrift haul that I promised everyone probably before Christmas. It was my first time going out to the thrift stores in probably 2 months. As some people may know, I was doing a lot of knitting around the holidays and I kind of sidetracked or kind of put aside my reselling and thrifting efforts. I just didn't have the time to do both. Plus it's a pandemic and it's a lot easier to stay at home and feel a little bit safer doing projects at home than it was going out to the thrift shops. I'm definitely making sure I'm being safe when I'm going. I'm wearing a mask, using hand sanitizer anytime I can, keeping distance from everyone. But it's a whole extra layer that has taken into account now because of that. So it was easy to stay home for 2 months and not be going out and doing shopping. So anyways, I had said I wanted to make sure that I inventoried everything. I have done that now. So I've gotten, the retail prices, sizes, brands. I did all my comps and everything. I wrote that all down so that I can hopefully keep on a little bit better of a track and organized so this doesn't take super long. I'm hoping to keep this to about half an hour, but if it goes over, that's the way it is. And if you stay for the whole time, thank you in advance. I appreciate you. So again, long story short, I've been thrifting for a really long time. I don't think I've really done like an introduction or anything on my Instagram or really talked about this at all, but pretty much I've been thrifting my whole life, I guess. I've always gone with my mom, my grandparents. We would always go to like flea markets and thrift stores and everything. It was just kind of like a thing we'd always do. Not gonna lie, I was probably a bit resentful about it as a young child. I definitely thought that I was getting teased. I don't know if I actually was or not, but like as a kid, I felt like I was a little bit embarrassed that I didn't have like the brand name stuff, or that if I did have the brand name, it was used and older. Mid-teens, I think I came around to it a bit more and it started being something that I went and did with my best friend. We were in South Jersey. There's not a lot of entertainment on the weekends, or especially like the winter time. It's just that area is known to be like a ghost town. So it became like a fun thing that I actually liked doing, and I got more into fashion. I've always worked in retail as well. I worked in a lot of retail and clothing stores. I worked at Urban Outfitters way back in high school. It was like it might have been Forever 21 or something along those lines. But then I worked at Urban Outfitters and was there for probably about 4 years before I went into the sales rep business for snowboarding and outdoor sports. But I've always kind of been involved in sales or clothing, and it's something I do have a passion for. And it's great to be able to get something at a discounted price. It takes a bit of time to go and look for everything and search through the racks. So that's also one of the reasons that I started reselling, because there's a lot of times I found something that's really good, high quality, and once I use it, I feel terrible if it sits around in my closet for a long time, or I feel like I want to share it with other people. Anytime I've had roommates or friends in the area, I've always been more than willing to lend out my clothes or share things, because I want it to get used. If it's something that's a really good piece, I don't want it to just sit in my closet. So that brought me more recently to selling on Poshmark, Mercari. I just made an Etsy page. And then I'm also selling some stuff direct on Instagram. So if someone sees something in one of my haul videos and you want to buy it from me, direct message me here. If you know me personally, you can text me. I'm open to all options, and just can't hurt to reach out. If you've got questions about something, I can send additional photos, but I'm gonna get into the haul now. We're gonna go through everything that I got. December 21st was when I went and actually did this haul itself. So let's just get into it. I'll go through everything. And that's that. That's my little mini introduction. I'm sure I should probably do one on actual Instagram at some point, like a more formal post on an introduction, but We're just gonna do things. You're just gonna go for it. All right, so first item I've got from the 21st. Let's see. It was, I actually showed this in the little like mini preview that I did, but it was this little mug. So it's a little paisley mug, and it's like a footed style. It is from about the 80s, I think, like 1984 is about the time that I came up with that seems most accurate. And I would love if I got a set of it, but like I said, I also started on Etsy, so I'm gonna be starting to look for more kind of housewares things. This I'll probably list for around like $10, and on most of the pages that I list on, you're able to put in offers and submit offers. So I don't necessarily expect to sell it around 10, but it's a starting point. And then next I got this set of 3 kind of like champagne flute or like a coupe, I'm gonna say it wrong, but like a coupe glass. And it's like a rose gold or rose pink or Tiffany pink with a gold edging. And that's a set of 3. I'm gonna list those around, let's see. I'm gonna list those around, actually didn't say what I'm gonna list them at. I think I wanna keep them for myself. I'm not 100% sure on that yet. So that's one thing I did inventory. Off to a great start. All right, the next housewares thing, I saw these 2 like enamel coated stainless steel bowls with really vibrant, pretty floral patterns on them. I've never heard of the brand before. To be completely honest, my husband and I have an apartment. We don't have a lot of kitchen space. I never did like a wedding registry or anything. So I haven't really looked at plateware. I'm not familiar with it, but it looked like good quality. So it's got like this really pretty floral on the inside and all the way around the outside of the bowl. And then there was a second one, and they don't match, but again, they're both really pretty patterns. This one just has like a simple little butterfly on the inside, and then again, the really vibrant pattern that goes all the way around the bowl itself. And the brand is called Mackenzie Childs. And when I looked it up, like really quickly, just check comps in the store, there's bowls from them that sell for over $80. Granted, it was a larger size, so maybe it was like a mixing bowl or something, but I figured for, what was it, probably $1 or $2 that I was getting at a thrift shop, I'm gonna give it a go. Plus, if I like to collect plates and bowls, so if it doesn't sell, it's something I'm not upset about keeping for ourselves. But anyway, this size, it's a 7.5, I think, inch diameter. And these guys were selling anywhere from $15 to $45 online. So I'm gonna list them probably each individually around $50 first. And like I said, that's a starting point, and I'm open to offers on those as well. And then last small little like houseware thing that I got, I actually gave it to my husband for Christmas. He's from Ireland. He eats butter on everything. And just a simple thing. I just got a little white butter dish. It was $1. But it's very similar to like the Crate and Barrel kind of things that are probably $15, $20, $30 per. So not a bad deal, something that we needed for our kitchen and will literally get used every single day. So good value for us. Moving out of housewares and into clothing, which I think most people are probably here to see. I've got the 90s brand Esprit. It's like a chunky wool blend sweater. Big pockets. And again, I think I showed this in the little mini like sneak peek, but it's got like the grandpa buttons as I think of them. So it's 3 buttons, V-neck, chunky, and a bit of like a crop style. That one, these sweaters are listed anywhere from about like $30 to $90 depending on the style, but because it is a vintage brand, I am probably going to listed a bit higher to start. So I'm gonna list it around $50. And then, again, starting point, we'll see where it goes from there. All right, so that's the first clothing item. Then we've got a Lulu's romper, and this one looks like it was retailing around $50. It's like a ivory, kind of off-white, little specks of gray, ribbed with a ruffle detail around the chest, V-neck. And it's about kind of like a clam digger length, I'd say. It's not a full leg, but you can see it's like a ribbed kind of knit style. And there's a lining all the way through the romper so that it doesn't cling, which is really nice. This one didn't have a size tag on it, so I'm gonna have to do measurements before I list it, but I'd say it's probably like a small to a medium. And then I'll try it on too and give people an idea of that. But again, that guy retails for around $50. I'm probably gonna list it around $35. All right, next thing. This one is a dress by Carta. It's a brand sold at Anthropologie. It's it reminds me of like a 90s style, but the dress is definitely from a more current time. I don't know exactly what season it's from, but it's got this pretty white and gold embellishment around the chest. There's 3 big embellishments. And then I did notice as I was going through and inventorying everything, there's like really light marks, if you can see them. There they are. Yeah, so that's right on the front, but I've had pretty good luck with being able to get stains out of things, so I'm gonna work on getting that out. And the dress is a size small, retails for around $160. I'm gonna list it around $75. I've seen them listed anywhere from $40 to $112, depending on style. So again, I'll probably, refine that pricing once I actually go and list it. But I think 75 is probably about where I'm gonna start that at. It's out of season with it being winter, but it's a good quality piece. And you can feel it in the fabric. It's kind of like heavy. So I'm not too fussed again about getting it out of season. I think it's something either that I would wear or that I think will sell well once warmer temperatures come back. Next I have, let's see here. Okay, so this one is a J. Crew dress, which doesn't always have great resale value, but because of the style and print, I just thought it was something that's really fun. And then it's also new at tags. So it looks like it was probably an online purchase because the price isn't on the tag itself. There's no price on it, but I know that it's brand new pretty much. It comes with a little belt. There's a little belt attached with it. And it is an off-shoulder kind of cap sleeve style, big ruffle bottom. And the print I was able to figure out I think it's called Passport. And it's got like fruits and vegetables, like a little kind of, I don't know, 50s or 60s style woman in a cute hat and dress, real summery. It's a size 0, so I definitely won't be able to wear it. But I'm really hopeful that it gets to the right owner and that it finds a great home this spring or summer. But really fun, like ruffled bottom, and it's really adorable. That one retailed for, let's see, oh, of course, I forgot to put that in too. I'm gonna say it probably retailed for about $120, knowing J. Crew and their pricing. And it looks like the exact same one I found listed at $75. I'll probably list it at $80, again, as a starting point. And then that way I can discount it slightly or take offers on that. Let's see, next. Next is another vintage item. So I found another Esprit, I'm never gonna say it right, Esprit dress. I'll put it on a hanger so you can see it a bit better. But it's this pretty little denim button-down midi. And it has like just like real simple, delicate detail on the bottom. Oh, there it is. Like a little scalloped detail and buttons all the way down. And on the back, you can adjust it. So there's like a few, like 2 or 3 different adjustable sizes on there. The dresses similar to this are listed and selling for around $30 to $50 on the different sites that I've checked. I'm gonna list it starting around $50. It is, it says Spirit Kids size small, but I'm thinking it's probably like a women's 0. So again, I'll measure it and I'll get sizing charts to make sure I can be more accurate with that. But it's just really cute spring dress. So I'm trying to think a little bit ahead season-wise as well when I'm getting items. I don't want to just get winter stuff because I feel like as much as the winter sweaters and everything do well, I feel like we'll be in spring in the next season before we know it. Okay. So next I found 2 actually Vince Camuto sample items. So it's probably a sales rep person that was showing them either to stores or had a studio for a showroom for someone to come into. So they probably were on a rack, maybe a model put them on once or twice, but they're pretty much brand new. So the first one is a long sleeve chiffon dress in a pretty kind of navy color. And I'll just put that on there real quick. It's a little V-neck. It's got, I don't know if I would call it like a balloon sleeve, but it's like a sheer sleeve with a little teeny, like a little bow tie detail on there, on the sleeve. Zipper back, button closure, and it's a size 6. And then this style, I do have the style name. Well, the lighting's getting really weird. The style I found went to retail at $180, and it's listed anywhere from about $100 to $118 on the resale site. So I'm gonna list it. I'm actually gonna list it probably at $90 just because I don't want to sit on it too long. But we'll see. We'll play around with it, see where that goes. I didn't really show the dress very well. And the lighting is changing, so I'm probably gonna close my shades and rely on hopefully this new little ring light that Jay got me for Christmas. And hope you can still see everything. So we'll see. Hold on. Hopefully that's still decent enough to see colors of things. All right. Oh, next I got a little vintage like midi skirt. The brand's not in there. Best guess is that it's vintage just because of the type of fabric it is. Maybe it's like 90s if I'm wrong, but it's a cute midi skirt in a black and white checker, and there's a little slit at the back. With the vintage stuff, it's hard to say exactly comps on it, but I'm going to start listing it around 35, and it does say size 4, but again, that's something that I'll measure, and I'll add measurements just to be safe. Okay. Next one I found was a Adidas tennis skirt, pockets on the front, and then a little pocket on the back side as well. And it's like a really soft, I don't know, material. It's like a terry cloth kind of feel almost. And that is a size small. And it's got like little mesh insert shorts in there too. And those are anywhere from about $25 to $50 on a resale. Obviously it's not brand new with tags, so it's in really good shape. So I'll list it around 30 to start. Okay. All right, so this one, again, I almost want to find things that aren't my size so that I'm not tempted to keep them for myself. But this one is my size. It's a size 6. So I may end up wearing it once or twice in the meantime while it's listing for sale. But it's like super 90s. It's got like a scoop neckline. It's a silk shell and then polyester slip underneath. I initially picked it up because I really just wanted, I wanted this slip. And I saw the tag and it said silk, and I got really excited because I thought it was like a silk. Here, I'll move back. Sorry. But I thought it was like a silk slip, and I wanted that to wear. But it's the shell, so that's okay. Still size 6, I'll probably wear. It's like a kind of dried floral abstract print on it. I think it'd be really cute with like a big chunky sweater and a pair of like Doc Martens or like a Chelsea boot or something. But this little lady retailed at the time probably around $90, and I'm seeing similar ones listed anywhere from $20 to $80. So I think that's kind of skewed a bit because there's probably some people just trying to get rid of things out of their closet, and then there's actually people trying to resell. So we'll see. I'll wear it a few times, and if it sells for anywhere upwards of 30, I'll be happy. But I'm gonna start listing that one probably at like $50 because it is silk and it's vintage, so we'll give it a shot. Then not last at all. Next, I have the other Vince Camuto sample. So it's new tags, like a real pretty formal, it's so hard to see here. A full length romper, high neck with a tie back on it. It's a little bit of a scoop back, and then you can tie it in a bow or whatever style you like. Zipper closure, it's also a size 6, which is fortunate because even though it's a sample, I could probably maybe wear it once or twice if it doesn't sell right away. And then the lighting here is really, really funky right now. Sorry. But yeah, that's it. Long romper. Does it have pockets? It does have pockets, which is always a selling point for me. And it's black. Retails for around $160, and then I'm gonna list that probably around $90 to start. Okay. After that, okay, so this one, the brand name, it's not like it's like super high end. I like the style of it. But it's H&M, and it's a off the shoulder kind of rust colored muumuu dress with pockets. And it's a little bit of like a ribbing detail on there. Not sure if you can see that, but it's this really pretty rust orangey color. And right now, with everyone working from home, I just think it's really nice to have like a day dress or something to wear around the house. You can dress it up with a necklace or something, still look really cute on Zoom, but it's comfortable and it's a larger size, so there's plenty of room in there. But also the larger sizes I feel like go a bit better reselling sometimes. So that's just an H&M size large, and it's listed anywhere online from about $25 to $45. It was probably originally $60, and I'm gonna list it around $40 to start. All right, next or last clothing item, I'm gonna put on a hanger so you can see it as well. It's a brand I'm not super familiar with, but I have seen it before. Apologize if I say it wrong, but Massimo Dutti, I don't know. But they're these pretty like wide leg khaki, real kind of military utilitarian style, like the pockets on the outside so you can see the full line of it. There's loops, a little button detail in the back, elastic waist, extra small again, definitely not my size, so I won't get any use out of them. But their pants retail for around $120. So they also resell around anywhere from, let's see, like 35 to 80. So I'm gonna start listing that around 70, and we'll see where that goes from there. Really pretty khaki print, or solid khaki color. And like a really heavy, thick, you can feel it's like a luxurious fabric. Okay. I think we're moving well. That was good. So we have just shoes left. I just have 2 pairs of shoes to show you. And these guys were, ooh, there's my lunchy pile. Great, glad everyone saw that. These guys are the either the Melissa pull-on or the Billy pull-on. I did like a Google photo search to get the exact, and I think it's the Billy pull-on, because when I pulled up the actual Fry site, that looked more accurate. There's definitely some scuffs on there, but I'm going to use the leather conditioner that I got and try and get some of that out. But the Fry boots, did I say Fry? Yeah, so they're Fry boots and they retail for like $300, and they're really good shape. The sole of them has like barely any wear whatsoever, and like obviously someone still left a size tag on there, but they're size 7.5 in like a cognac color, and they can be on resale sites for probably anywhere from, let's see, I found like $110 to $300. I'm obviously not going to list them for the exact same retail price, but I am probably going to start them around $190 and see how they do. I can sort of fit in them, but I'm going to try and just resell them because I think they're a little bit too tight for me. And then this one, again, it's a brand that I'm not familiar with, but I'm really trying to look for like the quality materials. And anytime I see like a wooden heel or shoe, I feel like it's probably quality made. So this is like a wooden clog and then like a braided leather sandal. And the company name, you can see it, is Number 6. So when I did a quick comp search of these guys, they retail for around $300. I have to find the exact style. I know I have it on my phone, but then of course, when I was doing inventory before this video, of course Poshmark didn't want to load on my page, so I couldn't pull it up, and my phone was charging. Long story short, I don't know the exact style name, but I will find it. But it's a leather braiding, handmade by Sven, and they are a European size 40. On their size chart on their site, that says it's a US size 9.5. But really pretty shoe. And that's everything. So I got 2 pairs of shoes, a bunch of dresses, pair of pants, skirt, and then some home goods items, 1 present. So it's definitely a good haul for me, and I'm happy with everything that I got. I did end up paying up for more items than I planned that day, and like I said, I hadn't gone thrifting in nearly 2 months, so I think I was a little bit like I think I wasn't as frugal or like smart about some of the things that I bought that I should have been. They only had like 1 color tag sale, was 40% off, so it's not as good as the last haul I did where I was able to get things for $1 each. But the average price, I think, per item, the average cost of goods for today's video was $5.60. Like the H&M dress, that's probably not going to sell for as high, but a lot of the other things, like the handmade shoes, the Fry boots, I'm pretty happy with that. And if cost of goods is $5, it's not the worst. There's definitely some items in there that are my size, so if they don't end up selling right away, hopefully when we come out of this and we're able to see people again, I'll have a reason to maybe wear them myself. But that's it for today. Again, if anyone has any questions, reach out to me directly. I'm happy to answer anything. I'm happy to send additional photos. I haven't gotten to do that yet for these items, but when I have photos, I'm happy to send them to you or to take them once someone reaches out and asks about a specific item. So that's all. I think I did. It's literally the clock on the phone is at 29 minutes and 50 seconds right there. So I did under half an hour. I'm proud of myself for doing that. If you watched the whole thing, again, thank you so much for doing it. I appreciate it. If it was just for entertainment or if it was to buy something from me, either way, thank you. Or just to like be informed as well about what you can find at the thrift stores. It's also, for me, again, wow, I didn't say this, but for the intro part too, it's definitely for sustainable reasons that I shop thrift stores. Like, yes, I do it because it's economical for me. I don't just shop at thrift stores to resell. Again, like I said, I've been doing this my whole life. So a lot of the items in my own closet are thrifted. This top is thrifted. This top is Lululemon, which I actually bought on sale because I was in the Sweat Collective, and hardly anything in my closet is full price. It also probably comes from working in retail because I know that the actual cost is lower. Obviously there's supply and demand, so if it's a really good item, like I have bought full price, but there's very few things in my own personal closet as well that I've bought at retail price. So if I'm gonna buy something, like I said, I'm gonna use it and then I wanna re-give it to someone else or sell it to someone else, because the idea of something going to a landfill for me is like heart-wrenching. So with thrifting as well, if I can save something from going to landfill and give it a second life, that sustainability part is really important to me as well. So you'll see me using that hashtag a lot of times. And if you buy something from me, yeah, I use the postal services free boxes, but I also try and reuse anything. So if there's any time that I've bought something or my husband's bought something, I've reused as much shipping material as I possibly can. I've changed my tape for packaging to like a brown paper gum tape that should be able to be recycled better than the plastic. I'm always open to hearing other things. I'm gonna end it here. I feel like I'm going on too long, but thank you. Like I said, I should do a proper introductory post to anyone that's watching this. It's not my actual real life friends. And if you found this, thank you. Bye.